This is a podcast about gossip, dirty laundry, chitter-chatter and backfence prittle-prattle. In each episode Joe Wilkinson, David Earl and Poppy the postwoman invite you lot, the lovely listeners, to send in any juicy gossip you might have heard over the years. At the end of each episode they will choose their favorite bit of gossip and help spread it around the world. So, without further ado, welcome to Gonad Mufflers? No. Goatskin Mucus? No. Ginger Mullets? No. Gossipmongers? Yes. Gossipmongers? Yes. Gossipmongers. Gossip number 1.
Where I grew up, there lived a bloke with a metal plate called Mad Dave.
A metal plate?
Yeah. Although in his early 20s, Dave would often catch my brother's school bus into town and routinely offered the older boys £5 to kick him in the bollocks.
That's quite a lot of money in those days.
Although I never witnessed this personally, a friend reckoned his mate took Dave up on his offer. Apparently the lad didn't hold back, even taking a slight run-up before booting Mad Dave in the clangers. Buckling under the pain, Dave paid the kid his £5, then staggered off, apparently satisfied with the encounter.
What, he was happy with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Not entirely sure whether his motivation was sexual, but rumour has it that he lived alone in a flat without supervision.
That must be.
Oh, we all live without supervision, mate. Doesn't mean what kicking in the nuts.
Where was a metal plate?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, tell me about this metal plate. Oh, no, kick him in the box. Fair enough. Sometimes the simple ones are the best.
Yeah.
Boot me in the nuts. Boot me in the nuts.
Please.
Boot me in the nuts. Oh yes, that felt superb. Thanks.
Boots me in the nuts.
Kick, 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 kick. Kick me in the Julies.
Please. Boot me in the nuts.
Gossip number 2.
This is from Leo in Shrewsbury. So, not bragging, but I used to work in a Wetherspoons. We had a regular there named Pip, a tiny little old man. Think Captain Birdseye, just smaller and older. He would murmur incomprehensibly about his days in the Merchant Navy, whether anyone was there or not. He always carried a plastic bag and would lose his shit if anybody touched it. Rumour was that it was a bag of porn. One day I arrived for a shift and I was told that he left the bag and it was in the office and that I should look. It was porn, hairy 70s porn, and I promise this is true. He had annotated his own storylines and drawn fangs and claws onto the wall.
Amazing. Pulled that out of the bag. Literally pulled it out of the bag.
This is going nowhere. Oh, there's fangs. There's
fangs. Fangs and claws.
Captain Birdseye.
Yeah.
Get yourself a run-of-the-mill jizz mag. Then get yourself a black marker pen. Then all I ask is for you to turn those sexy nude models into nasty vampires. Guaranteed you'll get a stonk on. Fangs and clues. Gossip number 3.
Okay, so this gossip is from Gobshite and Lashes. Hi, my best friend and I used to walk home from the pub past the river. It was at this time he told me the story of Wanky Bread Man. Every night, Wanky would visit Tesco's just as it closes. He would gather up all the out of date bread in a large checkered plastic laundry bag. He would take his haul down to the banks of the River Cams after dark. There he would lovingly entice the swans to the shore with the bread so he can get close and pet them. Oh, God. Then wank their feathery necks. What does that mean?
Like wank the swan.
Strangle
necks.
them, baby.
Strangle them up and down. That's not wanking a neck. At first, I didn't believe this hilarious but somewhat ridiculous story until one night we were walking home arm in arm singing our drunken songs. When what did we spy? Wanky Breadman's frantically wanking shadow under the bridge. With excited hissings coming from the swans. So they liked it. They liked it.
Oh, God.
Fucking hell, Wanky Breadman. Don't know if I read that well enough, but
Oh, don't be so down on yourself, mate.
don't know if I gave it what it deserved.
Oh. Hello there. How do you fancy coming down to the canal with me to wank off a swan's neck? Yes. You heard correctly. Wank off a swan's neck. All you need is a bag of mother's pride and off you go. Simple.
All you need is a bag of mother's pride and off you go. Simple.
Wank a neck. Wank a neck. Wank a neck. Wank a neck. Gossip number 4.
This is from Simon Udan. At our school, we had a boy in our class called Patterson. Not sure quite how the rumour started, but a rumour was rife. Patterson had a tail. Not a large coccyx, but a furry tail like a squirrel. Yeah. After a year or so of him denying it, finally...
Poor bugger had to deny it for a year.
No, I haven't.
Start doing characters now.
After a year of him denying it, finally curiosity got the better of lean, and he decided to find out in front of the whole class, and whipped his trousers and pants down in one swift motion, as was his expertise. What stood before us had us all speechless. What could be easily described as a tail was in fact a massive penis.
Yeah, he won. He won. He got the last one.
He's still standing at the front of the class with his cats down. I don't know if he was punching the air at that
Well
point.
done, Patterson.
With his big plonker. Did they change his nickname?
Wankers.
Well, in no rush to pull his trousers up, shouted, "Are you all happy now?" We weren't. That's from Simon
I'm
Udan.
on your side.
Yeah, I am.
I'm with Lee.
Uh,
Let's find out.
Let's find
Get his
out.
pants down.
Yeah, it was
They had a big
good.
willy.
Yeah,
I love a happy ending.
yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Oh, he's got a big wang! Hurrah!
You think I've got a tail, do you? You think I've got a tail like a squirrel? Right. Well, you've asked for it. Cop a load of this. There. See? It's my wee willy winky. It's my wee willy winky. Gossip number 5.
Right, this is from R. Hello, I'm 90% sure I live in the same Midlands town as the bedbug breeder from previous episode.
I like that.
Nice little crossover.
I'm pretty
Lovely.
sure. It's near Kettering,
Okay. All right. That'll do.
and my town is Rank. My town is Rank. This sort of weird bollocks happens all the fucking time. Oh, get it out, get it out. Oh dear. Anyway, the gossip happened when me and my pals were 17/18. During an A-level residential trip to Switzerland, we were put into groups of 4 or 6 lads in bunks. There happened to be 2 boys left over that got to share a large room on their own, right at the top of the hotel. We're jumping ahead. I got a feeling I know what's going to happen. Whenever these 2 lads were sat next to each other on the coach, they seemed to always be sharing a box of raisins. So what? Seemed a bit odd, but no one thought anything of it. This was a mistake. One night there was a huge crash on our balcony, waking everyone up. We found it was the handrail from the Raisins Boys' balcony. I'm shaking.
Really nervous.
We found it was the handrail from the Raisins Boys' balcony above, so one of the teachers had to go and investigate. I feel that teacher will never be the same again after what he discovered. Oh God. It turns out that the raisin fiends had gotten
Yeah. What's it turn out?
I can't do it.
Raisin feet.
It turns out that the raisin fiends had got naked together, inserted the aforementioned raisins into their respective Japs eyes, and proceeded to violently masturbate. It gets better. Until the victor of the sordid game spunked a raisin at the fellow competitor. What happened to the handrail? Oh God! It's on Christmas parlour game. During this particular instalment of the Spunky Raisin Wank Fest, the loser took the dried fruit missile right in the left eye, causing him to stumble onto the balcony, smashing his head off the handrail and knocking it down in the process. Oh my God. The teacher burst into their room to find one lad knocked out cold on the balcony, still clutching his eye. And the other frantically pacing the room, crying.
Oh, God.
Having thought he might have spaffed a raisin so hard having thought he'd just spaffed a raisin so hard at his best mate that he'd died.
Well, you would, wouldn't you?
You would. Oh, God. Both obviously still stark naked. Stood at full mast. Even that didn't make it go down. Oh, God. The guy that got the raisin in the eyeball still wears an eye patch to the day.
God.
And the lad that almost killed his mate dropped out of school and sells fireworks down the pub. Oh, Oh, he was always destined to. Oh, fucking hell. Thank you, Earl. I think you're my hero.
What a roller coaster.
Fucking hellfire.
Two teenage boys learning about their bodies at the top of a hotel in Austria. I have not got a problem with this in the slightest. Okay. I have a tiny problem. The bit where they shove dried fruit down their penis holes.
Penis holes.
Gossip number 6.
Hi, Poppy, Joe, and David. Here's some gossip from my work. One of the guys in the facilities used to have a friend whose hobby was to do the pipes in various establishments. In practice, this meant going into the gents' toilets, getting into a cubicle and yanking the pipes so that they became disconnected.
Okay.
Yeah, and the toilet began to flood. Okay. He'd then go up to reception and say, "Think you've got a problem? Think you've got a problem with?
You've got a problem, mate."
Think you've got a problem with the pipes in there?" Apparently, he went to the Royal Albert Hall once and was really excited. God, at the opportunity to do the pipes.
That's a lovely place.
Is this all he does? Just damage pipes?
Yeah.
This is better.
He's really excited at the opportunity to do the pipes in such a prestigious establishment. I'm going to have a breakdown, but was dismayed to find that the pipes were hidden behind wooden cladding.
Do those pipes. Do those pipes. I had not heard of this obsession before, but I thought I'd give it a go in my local leisure centre. My word. What an absolute thrill. I frickin' wrecked their goddamn pipes good and proper. Gossip number 7.
Growing up on the bad streets of Warrington, we would spend many a night trying to find anything interesting to do. Clearly being the group you want to be seen with, a younger lad, let's call him Liam, who was not yet into his teenage years, would often ask to hang around, play football, etc. One night the talk moved onto bodily changes, unwanted erections, facial hair, you get the idea. Liam wanted to be part of the lads, announced that he would bet £5 that he had the largest amount of pubic hair out of all of us. Bold bet, Liam. Right, still to this day, I'm not sure why he felt that was something to be proud of. We obviously challenged his claim, and an agreement was made that the next evening a friend, a girl, we'll call her Sandy, would be allowed to inspect and report back. Poor old Sandy.
They don't want to do it themselves.
No.
So they have to go, all right.
Exactly. The next evening approached with excitement in the air. Sure enough, Liam walked confidently towards us. And then appeared down the alley with Sandy. A long pause followed, eventually followed by a loud shriek and laughter. Liam was then seen to run towards his house, followed by Sandy in fits of laughter. Sandy explained that in the dimly lit alley, she could at first make out a large amount of black, but then started to also see white within the black. She asked Liam to move towards the streetlights in the alley. In doing so, it became clear that the white was Tipex. and the black was pen that had been drawn on to resemble pubic hair. See why he was confident now?
Oh, God.
We never saw Liam again. So we never got to claim the £5 or find out if it was permanent marker he'd used. Still to this day, I like to think he may have one drawn-on hair remaining that he could never get off to serve as a reminder of that night. Oh, well done, Daniel.
That was great.
Just get yourself an Sharpie and draw on all the pubic hairs. Yes, I am sure it will work. Trust me. Honestly, it will work. Oh, it didn't work. I do apologize. Gossip number 8. Celebrity. Matt Richardson.
I have a friend who many years ago slept with Prince Harry, and she said he has the whitest semen she has ever seen.
Goose. Goose. Gossipmongers. Gossip number 9.
This is from Deborah. Hi, Poppy, Joe, and David. I asked my hubby if he knew any gossip, and he came back with this. I've known him 7 years, and I'm cross he hasn't told me this before. When he was at primary school in Harrow, northwest London, there was a weird old bloke that lived in a house near to the school. He didn't have any blinds or net curtains, and you could see into the house. It was a bit of a mess, apparently. No one understood why he kept a Christmas tree up all year round, and even weirder, why it was always in a different position in the room. Sometimes pushed up to the table, other times on the sofa.
On the sofa?
Yeah. Neighbours even said they'd seen him bringing it into the garden in the summer while he sunbathed. He was a bit of a hermit and was only ever seen scurrying about at dusk or in the evening, and didn't seem to talk to many people or have friends, though the people he did speak to said he had mentioned having a wife. Nobody had ever seen her. Time went on, he just appeared to get weirder and weirder, and the tree continued to move about the house for no reason.
I'm so intrigued, it's unbelievable.
The day came that the old bloke died. A couple of distant relatives were seen coming out of the house looking pissed off. They had a box of stuff with them which they hurled into a wheelie bin. When a neighbour asked why they were upset, they told them that he had left the house and all his belongings to his wife. Pretty standard procedure, except that it turned out his wife was actually the Christmas tree.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yep.
It's kind of lovely.
They'd been together for over 15 years. The neighbours looked in the box that had been put in the bin, and it had a load of framed pictures of the old bloke with his Christmas tree wife in various couple-style poses.
Who took the photos?
No one ever saw the tree again.
Oh,
That's sad.
The bloke is now remembered as the tree fucker or the mental spruce shagger. Thank you, Deborah, for the...
I think you could have given him a slightly sweeter nickname. if I'm
yeah.
honest.
It's more than just
Tree
sex,
husband.
is the-
Tree
yeah.
husband.
Tree husband, yeah.
The man who fell in love with a tree. Oh, that's so weird, isn't it? Falling in love with a tree. No, it isn't. It's perfectly fine. Leave him alone. Apparently, a very sexy tree by all accounts. Joe, Poppy and David will now choose their favourite rumour.
Okay, guys.
Mm.
I said guys. I thought someone would do that again. All right.
What? Yeah, keep it real, mate.
Don't make me paranoid about the way I'm talking, please.
Yeah.
Okay, I've so aware of my voice.
Yeah.
So I've narrowed it down to the top 5. We've got to choose one for
Okay.
Poppy to spread. Okay, the 5 I've narrowed down to are porn fangs.
Mm-hmm.
Do the pipes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Raisin spaff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas tree husband.
Oh, I like Christmas tree.
Yeah,
husband.
That was
sweet.
lovely, yeah.
Sweet, yeah. He was given a horrible nickname at the end there. And pubic bet.
What's pubic?
Pubic
Oh,
bet.
yeah.
Pubic bet. You've forgotten
Some
that
good
already.
ones in
Yeah,
there, isn't
some
there?
really good ones. Okay,
Hell of
so
a top 5.
do you want me to read them back and then go with your gut?
I know what I want.
Oh,
I
do
think
you?
I know what I want, yeah.
Okay. Say it together. 1, 2, 3.
Raisin
Spaff.
spaff.
Ah!
Was it spaff?
Spaff. I think it's
Raisin
spaff.
spaff.
Raisin
Yeah.
spaff.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to spread that rumour, Poppy?
Yeah, can I take these off?
Take your headphones
Yeah, in
off. By that she meant headphones, not anything else.
Right, so yeah, open the window, Poppy.
It's really bad this time. There's
Wow,
no
it's
memory.
Noisy out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's going on in there? Is it a
noisy.
carnival?
Yeah, spread it round the globe.
Remember,
In
they're
your
a long,
own time,
they're a long
in your
way
own
down. You
time.
need to.
Um,
That's it. Nice and loud.
school trip. There's
What?
2 boys sharing a box of raisins. They
Get to the
something's dodgy
meat.
about them. No one really knows why. They took a big room upstairs.
Oh, what are you on about, love?
Suddenly a rail crashes down.
A what?
Rail.
A rail. Yeah.
Railing.
Handrail.
Handrail
Yeah.
crashes down.
Yeah. Get your
Someone
hair
goes
out
up.
the microphone.
Someone goes up, they've been putting raisins down each other's. I don't know if I can say it.
Go on.
Say tip. Say
say
tip of the
it.
penis. Say tip of the
Really cold
penis.
Tip of
in
the
here.
penis.
Tip of the penis.
Tip of the penis.
Tip of the penis. And the power of the ejaculation is.
Some guy just said, say that again.
Yeah, but putting raisins down the penises and wanking them out at each other, and one of them gets hit in the eye and he smashes into the handrail, and that's it. I think
There was some
Yeah.
crying.
there was crying.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, nice one,
That's
Poppy.
really
So
good.
rubbish. I
Yeah.
thought maybe rubbish.
No.
That
was great. That was really
good
great.
spreading. Good spreading.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, that's it then. Should we head
Right.
off?
Good at. Can you do the ending, Poppy? Say
Um,
goodbye, 'cause it's horrible, isn't it? This bit.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay. From Gossipmongers.
Yeah,
we say
nice.
goodbye.
Yeah, we do. Goodbye.
We say goodbye.
Really weird.
That phrase that everyone uses. We say goodbye.
That's so horrible.
That's actually worse than usual. Fucking hellfire.
If you would like to send in a bit of unsubstantiated gossip, then please email gossipmongers@yahoo.com. All names will be changed to protect the innocent. Until the next time, until there, time, next, until it, next time, until there, time.